Hello, my name is Ricky LaVaughn, author of the book Repeat Offender. Repeat Offender is a psychological drama about a man who learns that sometimes the pursuit of finding the truth in a secret is not worth the pain from the answer. Henry Hall's life was on the fast track to success until his employer moved his job to another country. Now he's working 2 jobs to pay bills and take care of his ailing wife, who is in need of a new kidney. He hates his life, but pushes through until some good news and the hint of a secret come his way. Now his journey to find the truth behind the secret caused a descent into a personal nightmare and a result that would change his life forever. Repeat Offender is the personal narrative of Henry Hall during a crucial 15-hour period that goes from an extreme high to a tragic low. Each chapter is another hour in his life as he battles personal addictions and outside problems. Whether it was 15 hours, 900 minutes, or 54,000 seconds, to Henry it is an experience in his life that will take him to the brink of madness. And now I'll be reading a portion from this story. Chapter 2 p.m. from Repeat Offender. So, I have 1 sweet tea and 1 Midori sour, a spunky, bright blonde waitress says to Itzel and me. She skips away and I return my glance to Itzel, who has a sour look on his face. It couldn't be the food. We haven't ordered yet. Granted, I already know what I want. I love soup and salad deals for lunch. As much salad and soup for a one-time price? Not only that, but the price is more on the line for a lunch value than dinner prices. The portions might not be as big as you would want, but since you can constantly order more food, that doesn't matter. What's the problem? I ask Itzel. Midori sour, he responds. I know what a Midori sour is. It's alcohol. Very little. So little, in fact, that it's really like Kool-Aid. I don't care how little it has in it. You don't need it. Remember, you told me to tell you not to get any. Ever. I only have a bottle of rum at home, and that's from a year ago. Itzel's my safety blanket for when I'm not thinking. I don't always want to drink, but sometimes I revert to my old self, even without thinking. You're right, I say. After this 1 drink, I won't order anything else. I'm going to tell her to pour it out. It's only one Midori sour and 1 sweet tea, the bubbly waitress says, with our drinks in hand. You made a mistake. Bring him a cola. Take the Midori back, Itzel oozes out. The waitress is clearly confused. I thought you said, she begins while looking at me. Take the drink back now. He made a mistake, Itzel shouts. Conversation, silverware clinking, and other ambient noises ceases for a moment and then returns. The waitress swears under her breath and takes my drink away. Is that necessary, I ask. Yelling at her like that, she was only doing her job. You put her in that situation. You know better. I know better? What am I, your kid? No, you're my friend. Itzel takes a sip of his sweet tea. You need to remember something. What's that? How did he know I wouldn't have taken a cola instead? I guess I've been around him as a friend for a while. Just like now, with this waitress, the decisions you will make will not only affect you, but the people you come in contact with as well. The waitress comes over and places my cola on the table. She's clearly not as happy and asks for our orders. Of course we order our salads and soups. I make sure to order both helping of the salads. In a way, I'm in a rush. Need to leave soon to pick up Stacy for the doctors. I apologize for Itzel. She seems to leave in better spirits. I want to thank you again for coming out earlier. All your support is appreciated. Think it'll help? Do you think people will boycott and maybe you'll get our jobs back, I say? Itzel shrugs. He doesn't know like myself. Granted, we both hope for the best, but know when it comes to situations like this, the company stays overseas and American workers are forced to change jobs. What has to be a new waiter in the back of the restaurant accidentally spills lemonade on a table of retirees. They seem in good spirit, but the waiter is clearly upset at himself. Izzo and I turn around to see the commotion, can't believe our eyes when the waiter slips on the lemonade that he has now cascaded to the floor. He shouts as he bangs his hand against the side of the table. There's something you don't see every day, Itzel comments. I chuckle but notice a few patrons with their phones recording the mess. As if the poor guy isn't embarrassed enough. He gets back up only to slip and fall again. That's going on the internet for sure. Two of the waiter's co-workers come over and help him up. His flushed face and humbled shoulders tell all. Itzel laughs harder than I do. I'm in the food service industry. In a way, I feel for the guy. After all, a crazy mistake like that can happen to me or anyone on my team. My team. That's unbelievable. I'm actually a supervisor again. I should feel happy. When we walked in, you said you saw your pastor before coming to the rally. Yeah, it was good. I see. Itzel pauses. Stacy? She's much better. I'm lucky for many of the people in our lives. Pedro being one of them. There you go, messing up a good conversation. I'm not sure why you hate him so much. Is it because he's Mexican? Itzel gives me a strange look. Crinkled eyes and furrowed brow tell it all. Racist? Is that what you think? Itzel begins to utter. His tone is getting loud. Can't have him to raise a voice in anger. No, I just don't know why you hate. I don't hate, but I can't stand his loyalty. Besides, Inez is Mexican. You've met her before. No, actually I haven't. She never went to any work parties. Itzel nods. He forgot that she was always a loner. I sip on my cola and feel like an idiot. All this time, I was like everyone else thinking that he might be racist for not liking Pedro. Yet it never dawned on me until just now that he was nice to Maria and his own wife is Mexican. So it must be something else. You keep saying loyalty. Pedro's gone like us. He has a new job at a temp service. I'm not talking about that. Something else he did. I don't want to get into it, but if I were you, I would keep Stacy away from him. He's not to be trusted. There's no budge with this man. He's bent on being secretive at whatever he's talking about. Never heard him say I need to keep Stacy away. First the pastor about his own little secret thing, and now this. What other information can I possibly learn? The table where the new or clumsy waiter dropped the lemonade is clean. Of course the waiter and what has to be the manager apologizes. He would probably offer some type of % off their meals. Aren't they lucky? Where's our waitress? Probably in the back, spitting in our food due to Itzel yelling at her. Why did I say that? I know that's not true. Working at Shanks, I know that we actually don't do that. But it still gets a little hard for me to remember where I work. Did your pastor say anything of significance? And where is our waitress? Itzel says. He squints at some raven-haired woman and asks, Is that her? No, our waitress is blonde. Sure? Yeah. I can't remember what she looks like, but I know she was a blonde. Had green eyes, big green eyes, and seemed tallish, like a basketball player tall. Itzel frowns. Takes another look at the black-haired waitress who practically sprints over to another side of the restaurant. She's headed for the back to get another table's drink orders. He fixates on her, thinking I have to be lying. Before I can convince him that it's not her, our waitress comes with our food, with help with the clumsy waiter. Great. That's all I need is food on my shirt. Here comes our food, and the pastor talked about forgiveness. Forgiveness? Itzel says. They always say that. You don't believe in it? Sometimes. Our food is coming closer. The new guy looks shaky. When it's beneficial, he says. For more on that book, please make sure to go visit Amazon.com, Lavari.com, CreateSpace.com, or even Barnes & Noble to pick up your very own copy in paperback and Kindle version as well. Paperback is only $7.95 and Kindle is $3.50. Also, make sure to go to Lavari to be able to read more information on the book, characters, and there are even a few short stories as well. As always, please email me with whatever comments or questions you might have when you get the book at RickyLaVaughn77@yahoo.com, and I'll be happy to at least be able to respond to you or maybe even make a video blog about the comment. Once again, that was Repeat Offender. Make sure to get yourself a copy today.